This is the third in our basic series of PanelPilotACE tutorial videos. In this one we'll be showing you how to add a button to your project. So as in the last tutorial, we added a background to our screen. So first thing I'm going to do is make a second screen. So I'm going to copy the screen up here in our project browser and then paste a second instance of that. And that's what we're going to do is create two buttons, one that takes you to the next screen and one that takes you back. Next I'm going to add the images that I'm going to use for my buttons. So again, in the project browser, locate the file that I want to do, add new image, and I'm going to bring in both buttons that I want to use. Okay, so you can see those now appearing in the image resources. So I'm going to drag the first image on. We're still on the first screen here. Set its source and then set it to its original size and just drag it to the place we want to it to appear on our screen. And I'm going to switch to the second screen that we just created and do the same. So we drag the image on, set it to its original size and just locate it where we want it to be. So now we have the graphics showing us where the buttons are. We now need to tell the hardware that these are buttons and that they will perform a touch input when they're pressed. So we need to add two function elements. The first one is a button and the second one is an action load screen. So I'm just going to configure the button first. So I tell it that the image that we selected for the button is the visual element, and the action element that we've just created, the load screen, is the second. And then we tell it which screen that we want it to use. So we then go ahead do exactly the same on the second screen, add the two actions, the button and the action load screen, tell it which visual element we want to use for the button, which action element, which is the go-to previous screen, and then in the action load screen telling it to load the first screen. So it creates a circular operation. I'm just going to preview this in the browser and you'll see how we switch between the two screens. So we can just here click on this and that simulates a touch input, and you can see we're switching from one screen to the other.